Good morning. Good morning. It is now 6:45 a.m. Thank you for joining me again. I am Nurse Peju and I am going to be your host as we go on this 30-day journaling challenge. And today is May 17th. Yes, today is May 17th. I hope everyone is doing well, and it's amazing how time flies. It just felt like a few days ago was the beginning of May, and suddenly it is May 17th. So, if you've been following me, we know that we're on our 30-day journaling challenge, and we are using journaling as a method to help with our mental wellness and also to just prioritize ourselves better and to have a more intentional start of the day. The whole purpose of this is to make our days much more effective, much more intentional, and setting, more importantly, a positive tone for the day. So thank you for joining me. Again, I am Nurse Peju. And usually before we get started, I go over our inspirational and then we do a little bit of reflection over that. And I am going to read this. It says, "You can be childlike without being childish. A child always wants to have fun." And this is by Wayne Dyer. And in other words, it's saying you can embrace a childlike spirit while still being an adult. A well-rounded person can enjoy both roles. Take time to rediscover that joy spontaneously and wonder in the beautiful universe around you. Ooh, I really like this one. I'm going to read this again. And the inspiration itself is, you can be childlike without being childish. A child always wants to have fun. And this is by Wayne Dyer. And then we go deeper into this by saying, you can embrace a childlike spirit while still being an adult. A well-rounded person can enjoy both roles. Take some time to rediscover that joy spontaneously and wonder in the beautiful universe around you. Ooh. So I am supposed to wonder and just be in awe. When we grow up, sometimes adulting is adulting. That's the best description. And however, we have to often stop adulting and just enjoy being childlike sometimes, so that we can enjoy life to the fullest. Because if we're always serious and we don't take the time to actually look around and reflect, and then that means we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing to be a well-rounded person, and in this case a well-rounded adult. All right, so I guess I am here as your friendly reminder to make sure that you're doing that. All right, so that being said, I am going to go ahead and keep quiet and give us the opportunity to actually reflect on what I had just spoken about on the inspiration for today, so that way you can get the writing on. And today is day 17, and our prompt is be childlike. All right, so let's write. All right, so we have just completed our 5 minutes journaling, and today our focus is being childlike. And let's just take a little bit of time to reflect on what it is to be childlike. Um, so, this is what I have to say so far. Sometimes we just have to be present, and because we are so used to having a routine and doing whatever it is and doing something, we just need to be present and just enjoy the moment. I remember that there was one time that I was driving with my spouse, and I literally noticed that there was a brand new building, and obviously the building just not appear out of nowhere, but I just didn't have the opportunity to actually look up and experience the environment as a whole, because I'm just so tuned into my whatever routine that it is. But just taking the time to take a moment, slow down, and be present in the moment that we are in, and enjoy the awe, just be spontaneous, enjoy life as it is, enjoy the beautiful, simple things, the flowers, the different colors, just looking up into the skies. I know this sounds a lot weird, but sometimes we just have to slow down from adulting and just enjoy the simple things in life. All right, I am going to leave it there for now, because if I continue, I am going to start I'm also going to start sounding childlike. But I believe you get the gist of that. Well, that being said, today is day 17, and I'm glad that you were able to join me. The goal itself is that you show up for yourself. You show up because you want to improve yourself, you want to improve your mental wellness, and you want to be very proactive when it comes to your mental well-being. That is the reason why we're doing this. And we strongly believe on this channel that progress over perfection, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. So, I will see you again same time tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining this journey. So, have a wonderful day and have a wonderful time. Thank you. Remember, I am Nurse Peju, and I will see you at 6:45 a.m. same time tomorrow. Thank you.